So now we are on YouTube too. Hello, people from YouTube. My name is Gabriele, and I will guide this immersion here. Today, we are going to talk about Live to 100, the secrets of the blue zones. And I'd like to explain a little bit how TNT works. TNT is a language platform for beginners, intermediate, and advanced speakers for many languages, such as Spanish, French, and English as well. Immersion meetings are not regular classes, so I'm not a teacher, I'm a student too. And this is an environment to practice in English in a real situation. And we have some rules to follow to make the immersion more comfortable and appropriate to all of you. So the first one is to be respectful. The second one is don't be afraid to make mistakes. So remember that here we are in a safe place, so feel free to make mistakes here. If you don't know some word in English, please tell it in Portuguese. And the third one is to have fun. Okay, guys, so let's get started. As we are 5 here, I won't create one more room. I think we are good here. Maybe now we have one more person here, but I think 6 people, it's okay. So, hello, Leticia. How are you?
I think she was connecting her audio.
Okay, no problem. So, I'd like to invite you, Andrea, to introduce yourself, please.
Yes, for sure. Hello, guys. I'm Andrea. I'm 46 years old. I was born in São Bernardo do Campo, but I've been living in Guarujá, the coast of São Paulo, since I was 7 years old. I am married. I don't have kids, don't have pets. In my free time, I really love listening to music, cooking, and drinking wine. And I also love attending rock concerts, guys. That's it about me.
Thank you, Andrea. How about you, Wesley? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Hello, guys. My name is Wesley. I have 29 years old. I live in South Brazil. I am here on TNT 5th month, and my English improved a lot. So I am here almost every day. So the idea is keep improving, you know. And I work with data engineering. I like to play games on computer, work on my side projects that I have. Well, that's it, guys.
Thank you, Wesley. Wesley, I am in my mom's house in Pelotas, and I forgot how to live in the winter, in the cold weather. It's terrible for me. I put a lot of clothes and I continuously stay with cold. It's so cold to me.
I love this weather. But if I go to the Rio de Janeiro, probably I will feel bad because my body don't like so much heat, you know. So because I already have my body already are heat, you know. So it's like I am with a cold, you know. So resfriado ou febre. So it's like I am a heater. I am heating the environment.
I totally understand you. It's like when I came to Rio for the first time, but now I don't know how to live in a cold place. It's I need to learn again how to do it. And how about you, Leticia? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, good evening, guys. My name is Leticia. I am 20 years old. I live in Barueri, São Paulo. I have been here in Talk since April to practice my English. And in my free time, I like to watch series, movies, or sports. And that's it.
Are you watching some series? right now? A specific series that we are enjoying?
I finished This Is Us.
Oh,
And
I really like
I
it.
really like it, but now I don't choose another one.
I don't finish it yet. I'm watching the sixth season, but I need to do it because it's a good series. It's not a easy series. You need to watch one episode and think about and then watch the next one, but it's a good series. And you, Gabriel, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, for sure. So, good evening, guys. I'm Gabriel Quirino. I'm 26. I live in Southwest Brazil as well, but it's Southwest Santa Catarina, in a small town called Morro da Fumaça. I'm married. I work as a fireman. I work as a hydraulic maintenance operator as well in a company of my father. My father. And I have a third job that I work as a referee soccer. And I think that's it. And I like winter. I don't like hot.
Oh my God, no. And last but not least, Welton, can you introduce yourself, please? You are muted.
Sorry. My name is Elton Teixeira. I'm 30 years old. I live in São Paulo. I have been working as a Python developer. I have a little daughter. I have a little daughter too. What else? I love the summer. I am a summer guy. In my free time, I like to do outdoor activities. I like to go to the beach. I like hiking. I like to press swimming. That's it.
How old is your children?
She's 11 years old.
Oh, it's a good age. It's like in the pre-teen. I don't know if this is the denomination, but it's a teenager.
Yes, I believe it's almost a teenager.
Almost, yeah. You're correct. So, guys, as you already know, my name is Gabriele. I'm 31 years old. I was born in Pelotas, but nowadays I live in Rio. I'm a food engineer and I work as a science entrepreneur. So I have my own company focused on ingredient solutions for the plant-based market. I don't have kids. I don't have brothers and sisters. I'm living alone. And on my free time, I really like to stay at home watching movies and series or listen to music or cooking. It's one of my hobbies. Or just to hang out with my friends, go to the beach, go to some parks to walk or to run. I really like it. And I stay in Talk and Talk since 2021. But I started this year as a host, I think in January. So let's get started to the questions focused on the topic today. So the question number 2 is, do you aspire to live to be a centenary or 10 years old? Why or why not? Andrea, can you start?
Yes, guys, to be honest, no, because I have a difficult life. I am a person that don't like to go to a doctor, for example. So for me to achieve this age, it will be very difficult, I believe. So no, I don't think about it.
I don't like to go to the doctor, and I think I'm a little bit procrastinator with this topic. Like sometimes I schedule an appointment with a doctor and then I cancel because it's like if I don't know what I have, I don't have anything. It's like that.
Yeah, if you are feeling well, why you will need a doctor? You know, I think like that, but I think it's not correct way, but yeah,
it's totally wrong. But it's a thing that I do.
Yeah, that's it.
And you, Elton?
I don't believe so, because living in São Paulo, I believe that it's more difficult because we don't have a good quality of life. We have a high stress every single day. And I don't know, I believe that I want to enjoy the life while I can. I want to enjoy my family, my daughter, and I don't know, but this is not a goal for me. I want to enjoy the max that I can about the life.
Yeah, well, I went to São Paulo some days during this year. And one thing that I realized walking on the street is that the way that people living there is totally different the way that people live in Rio. And Rio, it's a big city than São Paulo, but I don't know, I think people that have a different perception of the life and the way that the life occurs is totally different. People, for example, in Rio, people work, but people are more easygoing, you know. If you have, sometimes people can work during the day and at night meet the friends in a bar. And the next day they work, but at the end of the day they go to the beach. It's like that, you know. It's I don't know, it's the rhythm of the life is totally different.
Yeah. Here in São Paulo, we live under pressure. I believe that the time flies here, and we are all the time thinking about the progress, about the future, and we forgot to live the moment, the present. And I don't know, but like you said, we work on the time we work, the commercial time, and after that we go to home, and we are thinking about the work yet, and we forgot to enjoy our family, enjoy the moment. It's hard to live here. It's hard.
Yeah. And you, Gabriel?
Well, I think I've never think about it, but different Elton, I live in a good place for me, right? I live in a small town, and it's very calm, I would say, because we don't have crimes here. It's totally no. And when it happened this kind of thing here, the people keep wow. This, anyway, stole it. The robber stole it. The house. Anyway, fulano de tal, this kind of thing, you know, Gabriel's house. And I like to live here. And when we need, I know, a specific thing in a big city, we are used to go. My neighbor city is Criciúma. I keep it here. My city, 20 minutes, is very close. And isn't a big city. It's a medium city, I would say. And it's good, I think. But actually, I would like to be immortal. I think immortal. I think not it isn't only me, but my family as well. Anyway, the people close me, but isn't possible.
It's an interesting answer. I can imagine it. And how about you, Wesley?
Well, I never thought about that. I prefer to not be a centenary, only if it will be possible to have a good quality of life, you know. Because when we get older, we will have some problems, some physical problems. Our body become more older, so it's hard. Even if you have a good a good habits like you do some exercises, you have a good diet, for example, you take care of your health, you go to the doctor when you have to go, right, Gabi? And I think I prefer to be cremated, I guess, you know, because it's hard to stay on this limited form that we are in our bodies, you know. So I think that's it. But it's amazing to have some moments in our lives that we could just see our progress. You are creating your business, you know, and you are seeing your progress is hard. uh, our careers are harder. You need to study a lot and keep improving, you know, not only your skills but only your career but your skills as well, like communication skills, and several other skills that we need to have, you know. uh, but when we get older, we can't see a lot about this progress, you know. We will be more limited. We will just be watching the younger. So I think it's a little bit sad, seeing it this way, you know. That's it, I guess.
Yeah, I think if I can live until 100 years, I think I'd like to live in a situation that I'm lucid and with a good health and don't depend to others to do things like to walk or to see things or to decide for things, you know. And I think it's difficult to achieve this age without any kind of problems, health problems, you know. I read this week that Fernanda Montenegro completed 94 years old, and for me it's she's totally lucid and a person that can do things alone and do the things for her without depend with other people. But I think it's complicated. I think it's not common to achieve this age without problems, healthy problems or memory problems, you know. And you, Leticia?
So isn't my main goal of life, but I think that I would like to achieve this because I've always been impersonate with people who achieve this. I think it can be interesting, but at the same time, as you said, of course, there's problems, physical problems, and if I achieve this, I hope to have experience enough to accept this condition and to try to stay enjoy life within the possibilities, of course. But as you said, Fernanda Montenegro is a great example because we can see that she enjoy have the age that she has. So I think that's it. I would like to achieve this.
Yeah, it's a good answer, Leticia. And I'd like to achieve this age. But sometimes I think that it's a long life, you know, because I am 31 and I think I lived a lot of things until my age. So it's like to live more 70 years. And I don't know, it's a long period to live and to do things. I don't know. I think when I achieve 100 years old, I feel so exhausted to live. You know. Oh my God! It's a long period. You know. But I'd like to be a centenary. And let's move on to the question number 3. Have you ever envisioned your life at 100 years old? Share your thoughts. No, guys, I've never envisioned my life with this age. And it's complicated to imagine it because in my case, I just can't imagine my life with like 40, 50 years old, you know. I think it's too, I can't create an imagine with me as an old person and how my life will be with this age, because it's, I don't know, it's just uncertain, you know. It's an uncertain thing, and I can't see it. I just can't see to, I just can't imagine my life living with age more near to the age that that I have today, you know. But for more years, like a 70, 80, 90, for me, it's not possible. I can't imagine it. I would like to achieve this age, but it's impossible for me to imagine it. And I'd like to know about you, Andrea. How do you have you ever envisioned your life with 100 years old, or your life as an old person?
No, Gabi, me neither, because I am 46 years old, so I'm getting older, and you know that we are getting older. It's difficult to thinking about the future, you know. I avoid to thinking about my 70 years old, for example, because even though I have 46 years old, I don't consider myself a old person, because my mind, my soul, it's like a younger person. I like to do things that the young, maybe Leticia likes. So it's different, my way to think and to see the life. So I avoid to thinking so much early. I don't know how to say that. So much in my future like that, in getting older, you know, because if I get 70 years old, for example, and don't be able to do the things that I do now, so I think I will get very frustrated. So I avoid to think about.
Yeah, I totally understand you, Andrea. And you, Leticia?
So I've never thought about this as you, because I don't know, there's a lot of steps before this age, so I can't imagine how exactly will be my life. I think about common ordinary things, like I hope to live in a good home, in a good house, I hope to have a good health, but I don't know, designer, how expensive I want to live. I never thought, I never do this.
Thank you, Leticia. And how about you, Welton?
Well, I never envisioned my life at 100 years old before yesterday, because yesterday I watched a subject on the Profession Reporter about the oldest people. And I could see that most part of that people live alone, uh, or is not able to live alone, and live in a asilo or some kinds of house to help them, and if without any parents, any familiares. And I believe that I thought a bit about it, and if I reach this age, I want to be, I don't know, around my family or something that I love, and with the minimal health to be independent. I believe this is my goal. The rest I can reach.
Yeah. In the documentary that I watched about the zones, I remember that the guy mentioned, I don't know if it was in Greece, I don't know, I don't remember the place, but the guy mentioned that one of the factors that contribute to people achieve 100 years old is to have the support of the relatives, the support of the father, the brothers and sisters, the mother, and the children. And this is so important because sometimes I remember that it had an example about a old woman that in a part of her life she was sick, like a depression, and if she didn't the support of the family, she didn't pass through this situation. And they discussed about it, how it's important to stay in family. And in another example, it was about a old woman that don't marriage, don't have children during their life, and although she is considered alone, people that don't construct her own family, they have other people around her that support her. So this is important to have people that support you in this period of life, you know. And how about you, Gabriel?
Well, I totally agree with you and Elsa as well, and everyone actually. But and going totally against that I said before. Obviously, I'd like to be immortal, but immortal. I don't know. And but we need to think about it. Obviously, we live in Brazil, and how much we are getting older. I think it automatically we are gonna sick. We are gonna get sick, and we are gonna need to buy some medication, medicine, pills, and we need money. And obviously, in Brazil, our retirement isn't so good, and obviously, all of us try to find a source of money, but isn't so easy that we can imagine it, I would say. And this is, I think, is the first point that I never imagined to live until 100 years or over it. And like you said about living alone, it's very hard. The most of the time is you live alone, or maybe your child will put you in a, I don't know how I can say, like it's not homeless, but a shelter. Yeah, a shelter of a old person, old people. And this would be my second view about it. And what else? Like I think Wesley said before about physical problems. Anyway, a lot of things. And talking about me, for sure, yeah, I don't have a health a health life. I eat a lot of junk food, and well, that's it.
Thank you, Gabriel. And you, Wesley?
Well, I never thought about this as well. So uh, I prefer to focus on my present, the things that I am doing right now, like studying, invest my money to have a good future when I get older, because as Gabriel said, the retirement here in Brazil, it's a problem. It's like a pyramid. You if you will depend only of that, you will have trouble. You need the help of your family, So I think that's it. We need to focus on our present. We need uh, to take care of our healthy, have good diet, and do exercises as well. I do everything good to my healthy except the sleep time is the thing that I do badly, So we are here just making some choices, and this is my bad choice here. That's it.
Wesley, I started to think about retirement when I opened my company, because one of the topics that I discussed with the people that take care about the accountability, it was about to pay a tax to the government to have a retirement, and I never thought about it before. And yeah, now I'm doing it, but it's crazy because as you said, I prefer to think about the present, the things that I need to do today, in the next week, or in the next years. But it's difficult to me to envision at my life for 30, 40, 50 years after than today, But guys, let's move on to the question number 4. I think we discussed a little bit about this question. And this question was, what are the factors that contribute to living a long and healthy life beyond 100 years? Leticia, what you think about it?
So I think that have a good eating habits, this kind of things, practicing exercising, and I really believe that in the connection between our mind and our body. So I think that if we are in peace with ourselves, this can help us to achieve this, because I don't know, it's a way to find a reason to keep going and to achieve and to become a centenary person. And the common things like take care about our health, but not this. I think our mind is really important too.
Perfect answer, Leticia. And you, Gabriel?
Yeah, I mean, Leticia, totally. I believe isn't a secret. There isn't a secret. I think we need to be a good life with a health life with good meals like salad. Anyway, totally different me that I eat junk food. Not all the time, but I don't have a, how I can say, a good period of my meal anyway. And I believe in the connection and mind and body as well. I think I don't know, but sometimes I believe that is almost more more important than our body anyway. No, because our mind, there's a good power that we cannot imagine. And what else? Do to attend or anyway a gym, workout. It's very important, and I think it would be that my thoughts about it.
Thank you, Gabriel. And you, Wesley?
Let me see. I have good habits that we already talk about. Take care of your diet, have exercise, do some exercises, and have good sleep time, And what else? Have good genetics. It helps a lot. Have good relationships with your family, because you need to have support of your family, to live longer and help when you have some problems. And anyway, the family will contribute each other to solve the problems. And don't be a stressed person. I guess we are just making some choices here that we are lost in lifetime, but we can't see we can't see the time that we are losing. But the bad choices I believe that we are just losing our lifetime, of our life, the duration of our life, I guess. That's it.
It's difficult. Don't be stressed in the in the things that we do during the life, especially in the work. But we tried. We tried to change it. And you, Elton?
Yeah, I totally agree with you and Wesley. I believe that you need to take care our body because it's our eternal home. We need to have good habits. Uh, we need to take care our mental and physical health because only physical is not enough. And I don't know, to try to relax more, try to bring when you love near you. And that's it in general.
And last but not least, Andrea.
Yeah, guys, I really agree with you. And I think it's something that's very important that we watch in the video, on the video, for example, it's about not only the way that you live, the exercises that you do, the food that you eat, but I think you need to have a motivation, to keep going. I can't see myself in the future like retired without doing something that I like, So for me, it's like a motivation to keep going. And I think when you have this motivation, it's better for you. You will have a better life. You will have a better health also. So I believe that.
Yeah, guys, I think that are things that are common that we already know that it is good for our health, for mental health, for our body, things like that. But okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Gabriel. See you. But I
It's
think
me. Bye-bye, guys.
okay. Sorry,
Bye-bye.
I don't remember
Bye-bye,
the
guys. I
name.
have to go.
Okay, Andrea, no problem. But there is other things related to society, to community that I think it's important to pay attention, like to preserve good relationships, to have good moments with people that are important to you, and to cultivate it in life, and to stay active, to do things not just because you want to have a shape, but also to move your body, to learn new things. I think learn new things during the life, it's so important to achieve to achieve 100 years old. It's like to maintain your mind working.
Yeah.
And I think you need to learn during the life and learn new things.
I believe that Andrea bring a good point about the motivation, because I already knew some people that lost this motivated to live, and it's worst thing that can help, because the person don't want more to eat, to walk, to go out, to do anything. And I really think that it's a worst thing that can happen.
Yeah,
Good
I
point.
totally agree.
I believe as well, almost similarity to help people. It's so good as well to be kind. Kindness generates kindness, and this kind of thing give us a good feelings, and I think he give us a more years.
Yeah.
Guys, I put on the chat the things that you mentioned about to be a centenary, the things that you need to do. And it's like a list. If you can copy this list and check during the time. And I forgot to mention it about go to the doctor. I think it's important to do it to be a centenary one day.
Go to the doctor. Oh, I'm not.
So guys, let's move on to the question number 5. Do you believe that the region where people live helps them live longer? If so, how? And I would like to start with you, Welton. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I agree. I believe that the region where I live can influence my final age. And I don't know, but sometimes I think that I can buy, I don't know, a farm or live in a countryside to have a better quality of life when I am retired. I am retired. And yeah, I totally agree with that.
And you, Wesley?
Yeah, I think it's something that we saw on the video, the blue zones, you know. There is some things that could contribute to the people live longer, like the region, the environment. For example, if you are on an industrial environment, you will have problems with your health, you know. So again, you are losing some time of your life, but we can't see the time that you are losing. And I think that's it. I agree with this. This thing that the region could contribute to live longer, you know. The upside as well. So if you are in a bad place, have violence, for example, and several bad things, it will you just contribute to you to live less, you know, because our healthy is connected with our consciousness. And if you feel bad, if you feel stressed, if you feel anxiety, we will lose time of our lives, you know. I think that's it.
And you, Leticia?
I really believe, because I think that's a deep connection between these things, because the place where we live can influence the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, and I don't know, I think can influence a lot, because, for example, here in São Paulo, it's difficult to think about become a centenary person. Isn't impossible, but it's difficult to think about, because our lifestyle don't contribute a lot to achieve this. So I believe that can help and can don't help people to achieve this.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. And I live in Rio right now. And if I consider Rio a city that we can have a long life, I think there is some cities around Rio de Janeiro that are more appropriate to live longer, like Petropolis or Teresópolis. It's more calm cities and it's not a big center. And I think when we are talking about capitals, it's difficult to imagine a life like a centenary, because the rhythm of the city is totally I don't think it's totally, but it's a little bit appropriated to live as a centenary person. But you don't need to live countryside, but in a city more calm, in a city that that don't have a lot of industry, or that have a good nature around the city that you can enjoy. I think this type of things contribute to have a good life as a centenary, you know. And what do you think about Gabriel?
Yeah, I think my thought is similar, all of you. I believe that I forgot the question. Number 5.
The question number 5.
Yeah, and the region, there's a, I can say, I forgot even part, no, influencia, directly in the people. Like, yeah, I live in a small town and I like so much, and I believe, like I said, the mind sometimes is so, it's more important than our body, you know, because the stressful anyway, other things, like, I think, well, as I said, or else I cannot remember, about the traffic, the transit, you know. And I had an experience 3 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. I went to Florianopolis, here, our capital, and Santa Catarina. I went to do did a competition there, about soccer indoor, and I stayed there, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, 7 days, 1 week, and we wasted a lot of time on the transit, a lot of time. You have no idea. Like, our match would happen like 10 hours a.m., but we used to go. We used to get out. We needed to go to get out of our hotel about 3 years before. It's crazy, and I don't like. I didn't like. I didn't like it. I I didn't like to live there anyway in a big city. It's good. Maybe if you are if you are a single person, I don't know, maybe because there are a lot of discos, a lot of pubs anyway, a lot of things to do. But in my case, not. So I think it is kind of thingy, and there's a good a bad this word that I forgot, influencia, in our
Yeah,
body, in our.
I agree with you. I think cities that have um a how to say a traffic like São Paulo or Rio, or like it's typical to find it in capitals. I think it's not good to people that are centenary and people that are old in general,
Yeah,
because it's a problem to the life.
and the pollution in general as well. No, the smoky, and it's easier to get a cancer anyway, another illness, and there's a lot of things, bad things.
Yeah. Guys, unfortunately, we don't have much time to discuss more about this topic, but I'd like to ask you one more question. Is the question number 12. What would you like to accomplish before you are 100 years old? And I'd like to start with you, Wesley.
Sorry, can you repeat?
The question 12. What you'd like to accomplish before you are 100 years old?
Well, have a lot of money.
That's it.
Oh, I can't see right now. I wasn't prepared for this one, but I think do everything that I want to try, like make something useful to society. You know, like use my knowledge that I have in technology to help some group of persons, uh, and of course earn money in the process because I need to live as well and help my family, and have a lot of good moments with my family, you know, happy moments, and uh, the uh, the amount that the maximum that I could have, you know. I think that's it. Happiness.
Thank you so much, Wesley. And you, Gabriel?
Oh, well, I think I'm in Wesley. I'd like to earn a lot of money and travel around the world with my wife and have fun and no work.
No work.
Yeah.
And you, Leticia?
I don't know. I hope to do things that make me proud of me, and as a student, as a professional, I would like to travel a lot and knowing another countries and cultures. And I hope until there win in the lottery too, as well. And that's it, I think.
And you, Elton?
Well, I want to discover new places, to travel a lot around the world, enjoy good moments with my family, and enjoy the life in, in I don't know, in the max way.
Thank you, Elton. And about me, guys, I think I'd like to visit some places in the world, travel a lot, especially to Vietnam. It's a dream that I'd like to know about Vietnam, Laos, and Singapore. It's a dream travel for me. And I'd like to see my business grow and have a success in the profession that I choose, and to be happy to collection good moments with my friends, with my family, people that I consider too much. Guys, I put on the chat the survey about this immersion. You can rate the immersion from 1 to 10 to put some comments about this immersion or suggestions for other ones. And next week, we are going to talk about people pleaser. Have you ever know about this term? What you know about this term? You know or you don't know? I will put on the chat. It's people pleaser. It's people that commonly do things for other people and like to be a. It's not a for how to say it. They do it in a way that is too much, and sometimes you need to take care about it. It's you do the things for other people, but sometimes you don't. You just do it because you want to be a people pleaser. So I found this term in a podcast, and I will bring this term in the discussion about it in the next immersion. Okay, guys? So have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend if I don't see you in another immersion. And thank you for your time and for staying in my immersion here. Okay, guys? So bye-bye.